All right, guys. Finally, without further ado, let's talk day 3.
Yeah. Sporty sail, motor sail, because we didn't have a whole ton of wind coming in, but we made it in, but we made it in really, really late. And that's kind of where everything went to shit-ish, yeah. Our windlass still doesn't work, so we're manually working the anchor, and that means she's on the helm and I'm up at the bow, and we are screaming back and forth across the sound of our engine at each other. We did come up with codes, or kind of like a system, but it was after this. So the first night was kind of rough, or that night was rough. But buoys everywhere, crab pots everywhere, boats everywhere. Nothing was marked, nothing was lit. We're honestly lucky. We didn't hit anything, but we did technically kind of, because we pulled up an entire crab pot on the end of our anchor after about an hour of trying to anchor and failing. We'll show that video here soon. That was a fun experience. And then we had to do it all over again between boats. And then once we got anchored and we're finally hooked, we came down below to do all of our normal stuff, like use the bathroom, and then suddenly the toilet doesn't work, and then try to run some water, and suddenly the water doesn't work, and then try to cook some food, and suddenly our induction cooktop also doesn't work. It was like one thing after the other. Even the spaghetti that I opened up, the box just blew out the bottom and all fell all over the ground and
into the bottom of the boat.
Some pieces got in between the floorboards.
I mean, it was truly like
the funniest thing. It was like, you couldn't write it into a movie.
Yeah.
It was ridiculous how bad it was. And I mean, and these were all things that we figured out the next day how to fix. It was just bad battery bank. All the pumps, everything, most of it got fixed, honestly, with one fix. So that was nice. And then we just bought a new inverter.
Still can't shower, though. So that's what led us to...
We're missing an expansion tank for the plumbing, and then we can shower. But that's a minor issue that we can fix tomorrow. But we're still showering. That's
ultimately what led us to a marina here in Rhode Island, which was extremely expensive.
Yep.
And I have to say, probably not worth the money.
Not even close.
But we did get to see the owner of Penske and the Buffalo Bills yachts very close to us. So at least there was that.